Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's School, where Woodrow has some stuff to say to us apparently. I think he's a bit worried that we're going to be recruiting all of the Theatre Boulevard students from under his nose, which actually we probably are going to do, to be fair. Let's see. I understand your school needs new students, but I hope you're not using these shady tactics. Why he expects me to be shady, I do not know. So anyway, I'm going to try and copy this room. The copy and paste, because we're going to need another classroom for our new first years. Because we've got one classroom and we're going to want 2 classes full. So this is the copy button. The copy has not been so great. The problem is you immediately lose your mouse. So what I think you need to do, because what you don't want to do is have your mouse over demolish, okay? And it looks like you can use WSAD to move the room. So I'm going to do that and try and click it in. There we are. It's tough to do. It's annoying to do. But it's okay to do. Can I change the, like... No. Okay. It seems like some of them have Roman numerals. Some of them have, like, symbols. And they're going to need a homeroom teacher. We're going to need a homeroom teacher that's good at management. So, Cynthia is terrible. Scott is terrible. Go us. It's good. I don't know what I want to do with Cynthia, actually, because Cynthia is a good science teacher. But we don't have that many people that she's actually teaching at the moment, so don't know what to do with her. So we're looking at their management stats. And there's not many good ones at all. So I think we're going to go and hire a homeroom teacher then. Just purely based on their management. Oh, I wish I was level 6. You could get like someone who could train up to like level 54. Amazing. Instead, we have Deborah Nelson, who can be up to level 30 and also has a rudimentary management certificate. You know what she might be good for? Because she has the rudimentary management certificate, I think we may need to put her in an office to take the burden off the management crew, especially if we're adding an extra classroom in. So that might be a thing. And we also have Barbara Carter, who doesn't have any management certificates and is at 24, but has 37 potential training proficiency. So what I might do is put her in homeroom here, do another office, and train Barbara up. She might be a little bit under trained to start with, but she'll get there. I think that's what we are going to do. It'll be nice when we finally get to a point where we can... Alright, okay, so I want to copy one of these little management rooms and put another management room in as well. Because, like you say, all of these departments, the headmaster's office and the 2 admin offices are both really, like, underutilized. Underutilized? No, overutilized, if anything. So we'll do a little copy. And I just want to get it copied first, because I get my mouse back then. And then Z. Where's the door? I don't even see where the door is on that thing. Where's its door? I have somehow managed to make it with no door. I'm pretty sure this has a door. Don't know what I did there, but okay, let's move it into the corner a bit. In fact, I'm going to turn it round because the windows are all in the wrong place, aren't they? So let's just turn it around. No. I don't want no X's for demolishing. Please move, turn, stick the windows in so there's light actually coming in. Wonderful. And then I can pop a door on. It's going to be... Facility needs to be reachable. Yes, I know. Doors would be like super handy, right? That'll do. I might need to move a couple of bits of furniture around. Looks like there's like a filing cabinet or something that's like right in the way of the door now. So I'll stick that over there by the telephone. Put the desk there, I think. And that's an okay room. I could make it better if I wanted to, but I don't right now. Right, next. We are going to put Deborah Nelson in there because she is qualified. There's quite a few people that are qualified. A lot of them are things like homeroom teachers. So what I could have done is maybe taken a homeroom teacher out and then put someone else in if I needed to. You know, just change the homeroom teachers around. But I didn't need to, so that's fine. Okay, so we've got that sorted out. Next, I want to go over here and put in Barbara as the homeroom teacher there. I then want to go find Barbara in the teacher list and give her a little bit, or get her training started, because we know we're going to need to train her up in management. There, lovely. Possibly in teaching as well. Most people are trained well enough that the students are doing, they're all getting full marks and stuff at the moment, generally. So I'm fairly happy not needing to train them too much more. But we shall see. Okay, so now I want to go into my management doofer. And I want to give some of these responsibilities over to this person. I do need to use, I know I've got all of these like management, if I was really clever, I'd be using all of these management extras that I've got. But I'm not, so I don't. You can look after all the toilets. Aren't you so lucky? There, everything is balanced. Perfect. Okay, now let's go and recruit my new students. 6 minutes in and all we've done is a homeroom teacher and an extra office assistant. Oops, never mind. Okay, so students. We want to just take all of them on, but it would probably be easier for me to manage if I just take the ones on that are going to be in one class and then take the ones on that are going to be in another class and then put them in the class. So, meal packer, they spend less on lunch. Got loads of Theatre Boulevard guys, so they're going to want sport. And 3 Finch guys are going to want sport as well, but more science. And these guys are going to want science and literature and science and literature. That's going to be easy then. The only thing is it's going to be a little unbalanced. So I might want to take some more Verdant Valley or Groundshire guys tomorrow at the beginning of day 2. So I'll have to keep an eye out for the beginning of day 2. Maybe get a class of 12 going for them. But I think we're going to need a class of 14. So I think this already has 13 desks. So if I just go in and edit the room a little bit, add 1 more desk in. A normal desk. And turn it around. Now then, what I want to look at as well, very, very quickly, is because the other class is going to be a very slightly smaller class. Unless I do just put 14 in the other class, which I might do. I think we should maybe go for classes of 14. I think they can handle it. So let's also change this one to have 2 more desks. Eventually I'm going to want to change all these classrooms about quite a lot. But today I just want to do it a very simple... I can put them all over the place as well. So that now has 14 desks. So we're going to put 10 people in here today and then another couple in the next day. The teacher in here is Ms. Lynn, who is 35. Okay. So Ms. Lynn, you're teaching the first years again for the first time in ages. You were teaching 3rd years last year. That'll be a change, won't it? Right, so... let's go to students and let's go to student admissions and we'll take all the Groundshire students. Oh look, I got some progress on my victory goal. Lovely. Nothing on there though. Right, and I'm going to then also take the Verdant Valley students. And then we're going to go into Ms. Lynn's class. Okay. So class 1, 2. So hopefully all these guys should just need literature and science. Lovely. So I think that's a good way of doing it. You can do it through the student panel, but I think it's quite easy just to take the ones you want for a certain class and then put them in through the class panel menu. Everything has a couple of ways to be done. So, right, now let's go and get the other guys from Theatre Boulevard. This is going to be the naughty class. And Finch Bay. And let's click on this classroom. And let's go to members. And we'll just put all of these guys in. So we've kind of already got them sorted before we add them into the class. Otherwise you're looking through them all. You're like, which one's a sporty one? And it takes blinking forever. So that's, to me, seems to be the quickest way to add the first years in. Right. So now we've got that. It's still got a problem, this. I mean, what's your problem then? You don't have a class lineup yet. Well, I was getting to that. You're going to want lots and lots and lots of health education. In fact, let's just do that in the mornings. It's nice to... Oh, okay. So we don't have anyone assigned for mornings. Or afternoons. Is there another class that has like... Oh yeah, look. Out there. So if we did them all down the middle, that would be fine. Huh. Love it. Alright, fine. Okay. And these guys, it's all over the place. I don't mind though. It's cool. We've got enough money coming in that we can just hire loads of teachers anyway. It's cool. As long as they all get full marks, I do not care. So what else do they need other than sports? They need science. Looks like they're going to get Jennifer Miller to do their science classes and She-Lab to do some of their ones in the afternoon, which will probably give them some very good marks. She-Lab's a good science teacher. Right. Do we still have idle teachers after all of that? I'm kind of interested in like what they're all up to. The way to check that actually would be to click on here, click on the Homeroom Teacher and see who else is. So Scott Brown and Cynthia Nelson are both idle, completely idle. And not that great. I can keep them on. They can do things like disciplining students and stuff. Right, so what is wrong still with this then? We've got that done. I don't know. It's under excessive stress. Oh, right. Class 1-1 is under excessive stress. So, did I already tell... I think I already told her to train, didn't I? Let's go up to the headmaster's office and check. Yeah, so Barbara Carter's on a training plan. By the time she's done that training plan, that should be gone. We also apparently have insufficient bicycle shed parking. So we now need to increase the size of the bicycle shed. Okay, well, we can definitely do that. I think it takes about 4. Is me or those the wrong... I think I put my bike sheds in the wrong way around. Oops. So let's grab those and turn them around. Let's see. Yeah, they should be that way around so they can actually come in the gate and put the bikes in. Another She-Lab snafu. Okay, there we are. So now we've got enough bikes. Perfect. Alright then, I think we are good to go now. 13 minutes of setup. Nothing I can do about that. That is being sorted. Oh, look at all this money. I've made about 30 grand just from them all coming to school. It's great. Ah, right. So now they've all come to school. We don't have enough playground space. And we don't have enough drinking water. Alright then. So let's see what I can basically do about this. So playground edit. Let's see if I can squidge. Maybe I could squidge in a couple more. No, hang on. If I've got 8 entertainment off these things. And these things do 4. I might be better off taking away one of the cat things and putting in loads of seesaws. But what I may do eventually is put in another playground or something. Is that enough? No. Oh, do I need another one? Okay, hang on. So, alright, I'll sort this. I'll get it done. Don't you worry. The slide is only +4 and it's like really huge. I'm like, so then you're going to end up, because like that is 6 spaces, whereas this is 3 and it does 4 entertainment. So it's like, you're just going to end up, if you want to be really efficient, with like loads of rows of seesaws. Because this is 3 by 3 and it's only 8. So you could fit like, you could fit 3 seesaws into that space. And they would give you 12. I think they need to sort that out, to be honest. I don't think that that's great. You're going to end up with, like I say, just an entire play park full of seesaws. It'll be a spiffing Brit, like... That will be like a spiffing Brit video full of like loads of seesaws going up and down the playground. You watch. So anyway, I'm sure he'd probably find more things than that were wrong with this game that he could like sort out. What is that? It's a lecture podium. Oh right, so that's where I go for the speeches and stuff. If I demolish that, would I not be able to do speeches anymore? That'd be hilarious. But yeah, I might sort of move around this yard area a little bit. I don't really know yet. But let's start the school year. I gotta do a speech. Chee! Oh, it's probably not what they're saying at all, is it? My ear for Japanese is not great. Although, actually, this is probably something like Mandarin because it's a Chinese developer, so... we have quite a lot of different openings. Oh no, they're all repeated. I don't know why that is, but we'll do a friendly opening. Welcome back to another promising semester. Plus 15 for that. Let's talk about their life. See how that does. Only plus 5 for that. Okay. Oh, oops. I got plus 20 for that. Let's strive for another week of positive vibes. I told them off, and that's probably done better than I've ever done before. Heartfelt encouragement. Yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten that high before. Telling them off, apparently. They're serene now, which is probably going to be quite good. Alright then, so we're ready for our graduation photo with these guys. Gonna do a charming with a happy expression. There we are. Lovely. Okay, let's go. So just checking on this. It looks to me like everyone is due to get full marks. At the beginning of day 2, though, I would like to bring in some more dudes. Oh, not enough drinking water. We never sorted that out. Maybe I can just sort that out while they're doing their stuff. So I want to go in here in the tea room. Edit it. And maybe move these benches somewhere else. And put in another one of these big drinking water doofers. It's not going to fit. Oh, apparently that fits over there. Okay, I'm going to put those by the door. I'll move them in a minute. There we are. I think that sorted the drinking water out. That should do it. It's not the most pretty room in the world. I mean, I think if you're going to be playing this sort of on your own, and you could do quite a lot of pretty things with the classrooms. And you could try and do a pretty build, and that could be your focus. My focus is getting bums on seats at the moment. Bums on seats. So, we have got an infirmary. I'm not going to build one just yet, but I'm good. It's good that I've got one. What else can we do? Health, science, and student guidance. Oh, we could do advanced art. I think I might do that to start with. I would like to put in a car parking lot. And do advanced teaching and corporate culture and assembly hall and all that. And once I've finished all of it, then we'll start on school reform 3. We could turn the whole thing into a boarding school. I think a lot of this is ways to get the students in. I think there's certain admissions offices that you can't put in without certain... But I'm going to have a look at that in a second. I'm going to go and have a look at the map. In fact, I might have a look at that now. So, at the moment, we don't have many of these guys applying. So as long as we've got a bicycle shed, we can have these guys. So that would be the wealthy suburbs region. They would like to have some art along with some literature. Okay, lovely. I don't really want to be admitting them right now, this second. But also, we've got these guys from Woodrow Wilkins. Oh, he's not going to like that, is he? Oh, these guys could go straight into the classroom, though, if there's any of these guys, because they just want literature and science. Yes, yes. Admit those guys. And they've got eidetic memories. They can learn really fast at humanities. I'm going to take those two. Our parents said we aren't smart enough to study, but we never believed them. I hope Snuggle High can help those from wealthy suburbs make our dreams come true. Well, you guys are going to have to wait, I think, until probably next year when I'm willing to put in a 3rd class for year 1. Which will then be, because I'm slowly adding classrooms and expanding the school. I believe I'm going to need something like, for the full 200, something like, well, it'll be 10 classes of 20, but I'll probably want a bit less than that. So I'm probably going to end up wanting something like 4 classes per year. So we're going to work on sort of getting the year 3s all the way up to 2 classes. So next year we'll have 2 classes of year 3s. I might actually put 2 new classrooms in next year. A 3rd one for year 1. And then a 2nd one for year 3. And then start putting in a 3rd class for year 2 and a 3rd class for year 3. And then I might even start putting like a 4th one in for year 1 the year after that. So maybe in 2 years' time we can have 4 year 1 classes. Don't know. These guys are not assigned to a class. And there is definitely a nice class for them here. And that would fill the class up a little bit more. I think we still need more in there than that. Let me just quickly check. In fact, the way to... what I want to do is check. So it's class 1-1. It looks like they're all due to pass really well in that one. And class 1-2... Ooh. Did I put them in the right class? I must have done, because this only had like... I think these are the new guys, Anne and Martha. Yeah, because they've got those eidetic memories. Yeah. They're fine. They're absolutely fine. They're going to do great. So we'll get 2 more guys in tomorrow. Maybe even from that area. Something wrong over here. They don't have a heater. Huh. Well, we can probably sort that out while we're playing. We've travelled far and wide trying to find somewhere to learn. We finally found Snuggle High. We'll study as hard as we can. I hope they will. They seem to be quite good, to be fair. So, temperature, and we're going to put a little heater in here. Let's just sort that room out. Oi! What are you doing? Wake up. So, yeah, we're doing great. I think, look, I definitely think, yeah, next time, we will have, we'll carry on with our 14, or maybe even go up to 16, because we've now got extra areas, haven't we? So we could do a class that has a little bit of art in, as well as, but then we won't have enough art students. Anyway, we'll continue training you in management. There's a little thing that I learned about, you can see it in the management here. Can you see this class is overloaded? That's because she doesn't have enough management, so she needs to go up to like near to 39 management to be able to handle a class of that size. It has something like 14 or 15 students in it. 15 probably including the teacher. Like that one is only 10. It might also be to do with... because the 2s and 3s only don't have as many in. 13 out of 35. 24 out of 40. So we could have had a lot more students in that class, but I will train them up as high as I can. I would love to get class sizes of 20, because then I would only need like 10 classes. But even 16, like 16, 200 divided by 16 very quickly. 200 divided by 16 gives us 12.5. Oh. 200 divided by 17 gives us 11.7. So we need somewhere between 16 and 17 students in each class to be able to have just 4 classrooms. Maybe I should go to wealthy suburbs to recruit more students. Don't underestimate me. The thing is as well, the more I train students from those areas, the more I'm going to get. So I do need to have enough to fill a class with art students. Hang on a minute. Are we on day 2 now? We are on day 2. So there'll be maybe some new students to recruit. Let's have a little look. In 3 hours, we will have new ones. Oh no, we have new ones. Okay, so I just want some guys that will... Versewood. Those guys look like they give me good admission. Yeah, so let's get those guys in. And I want to put them in this class. 1, 2. So that's in there. Doop, doop. And let's have a look and see, make sure that they're going to do well. It looks like they're going to do fine. This is a thing with the teacher levels, is you can bring people in on the second day into some of your first year classes and they will do alright. Whereas early on, it just wasn't even an option. It was terrible, so... oh, looks like we don't have enough entertainment for those guys now. I need to stick in something else. Oh, to be young. Wealthy suburbs is your win. Okay. So, she's still a bit stressed out with that class up there. I will have a check on her stress in a minute. But I think I've got time to sort that out. Playground just needs a little sorting. I'll just do that while they're all running in. Should be enough for that. Not enough medical. Build an infirmary. Well, darn. Someone's hurt themselves. I was thinking of building like a little tiny building for the infirmary. Just its own little building. But maybe actually that's not ideal. Because maybe I need to put it in somewhere like up here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I don't have a music room either. I'm going to need that eventually probably too. $18 squares. So 3 by 6. So 4 by 5. 4 by 4 is 16. Probably about that big then, isn't it? In there. So we need an infirmary bed. Weighing scales. A consultation desk. And a medicine cabinet. We also need... We need 6 beds in there? What? Why? I think as much as, like, you don't want to waste space, I think I do need a bit more space for all these beds. I mean, I don't feel like it's good to have... I think I want beds on either side. I don't know. I think they need a gap between them, don't they? Otherwise people can't get to them, right? So like that, so you can get to them. Oh, I don't know. Put that in the middle. medicine cabinet there or something. We need 2 of the medicine cabinets as well. I'll do that, I think. And put the weighing scales there next to that, and then I'm going to put the medicine cabinet, second one, in there. Why on earth did we need so much stuff for this infirmary? It's insane. And then we're going to need a member of staff to staff it. Well, actually, how about you? But you're not doing anything right now. It's anyone that's not doing anything, I'm like, well, clearly you didn't have the skills to do anything else, so you can just work in rooms like the infirmary. I might need moving somewhere else later, but we'll just go with it for now. Okay, so there we are. I want to put some, like, cleaning stuff. Oh, yeah. Got some rubbish bins there. That gives you a certain cleaning range, apparently. Although maybe they would be better like that. Hopefully that area will start to tidy up now, because it's been a bit scruffy for a while. 71k. That's not bad, is it? And I have an infirmary now. It looks like the infirmary is a bit cold or hot or something. Probably cold. Keep going, Barbara. We can do this, okay? We can get you to a point that you can handle your own class. Yeah, it's too cold in there at the moment. So let's get a heater. Although I could now, I think, put a big boiler in. And have it all boiler demand, outdoor unit demand. Okay, but we could just put a small boiler in there for now. Eventually I'll want to change the heating all over to like a central heating system. But for now we're okay. So I've got music room stuff. Haven't needed a music room yet. I'm kind of thinking a parking lot would be good. Reason being, and I haven't really even looked at this yet because we've been so busy just like doing general stuff with the school, but oh, what do you want now? What's wrong? Oh, it's the lighting, is it? The temperature's alright now, but the lighting's rubbish. Well, no one told me you needed windows. I put them electric lights in, but I'm gonna actually just go with windows, I think. Let's put some nice big windows in there. Lovely. The school is going to look so weird because from the outside anyway. Luckily, it's kind of, you know, a brutalist style. But the windows from the outside look ridiculous. I probably should put more thought into that. But, oh well. It's a management game, not a beauty competition. Problem is, you're moving rooms around all the time. It gets a bit difficult to make the windows right. But once the rooms are in a more, like, in a better position, and I know that they're more permanently in that position, I will probably try and start to make the windows look right. We're doing great. The money is so good off these students. We've got 36 student applications. 16 from Theatre Boulevard. So what I'm hoping is that if we do take a few art students on, I might be able to put art students into, like, maybe the humanities and science class. And you can kind of get away with a third subject sometimes. But it would be probably most ideal to have classes that aren't quite as mixed. But we could very well have an art, humanity science, and a sports humanity science class. We could do it that way. Oh, look! I think we can go up a school level. I can get better teachers. We are level 5. And a bit as well. Wonderful. So we can gain contribution points, increase the admissions number by another 40, and educate graduates with 3-star aspirations. That's going to be hard because I haven't even got them yet. I figure they must be on the 3rd island. Because if you look at the map, what I'm thinking, we've got a big bonus as well. Look how much money we've got. Ah. So I reckon the 1-star aspiration kids have come from here. I don't know, actually. Because I don't think we've got any coming from over here, do we? No, so maybe these will have more, like, some 3-star kids over here. So what do you need? You need a cable car station. Cable car station. You need a car parking lot. I'm working on that right now. So I'd be able to get these guys to come by car. And we've got, like, I never use the shops. I probably should. Ooh, rudimentary management for Barbara Carter. Nice. So she could work in an office if she needed to now. And I could move another homeroom teacher in. That's brilliant. She's doing such a good job. What's wrong here? 16 degrees. The room is frigid. Ah, we need to get you a boiler thing in there, don't we? They're kind of ugly, those little boilers. The ceiling fans and boilers and stuff are all quite ugly. It'd be nice to get them all, like, HVAC in. Nicer things. Look at all the snowmen! Yay! What's going on here? We've done some froggy dashing. No, students with frogs in the school. But that's it. Are we on day 3 now? Because they'll the... Yeah. Once you get on to day 3, I think that the admissions drop off. Oh, you want to come here and make a school-themed game? Knock yourself out. How's the management going? That all seems fine. Kids are all having fun in the playground. Nobody's using the table tennis. Spent loads of money on that. Man. What's this? These like flower beds or something. I don't know what they were meant to be, but... Not yet owned. Oh yeah, of course, because what we can do... For 33,000... And I might yet do this, actually. We could buy a whole new plot of land. On that side. And a whole new plot of land, I think on... I don't want to buy it though. Go away. That side, 31,000. But I still don't know how to do the cable car. Is this a plot of land that we can... No. I'm just going to have a look around. Oh, here we are. Is this the cable? There's cables. That might be the cable car station. Let's have a look. I could invest 20,000 at school level 3, which I've got. Yeah, let's make a cable car. Yes. We now have a cable car station. I was wondering where on earth that was. It's like a boating yard there as well. I wonder if people come in by boat. But yeah, then we've got this area here. This area here. Yeah, we can make the... Wow, we can make it massive. We could have both these areas to the side, and then this whole bit at the back here. And this bit over here. I'm starting to worry about space. It's not even huge amounts to... Oh, I've got some delinquent conduct going on now. I wasn't keeping an eye. I was too busy being excited about how much I could expand my school by. I really want to redo some of the landscaping outside as well. But it really annoys me that I can't go right the way up to the gate with the landscaping. It drives me nuts. I think they do it on purpose. But yeah, it's definitely going to be easier that way to, if we build a second building. I may build an admin building or like, I don't know, but I could have a building for each year or something. But it might be good because at the moment, it's looking a bit like that. Doesn't really have a roof on it or anything, does it? Can I build it a roof? Because that bit has a roof, but this all doesn't have a roof at all. So I'm kind of interested in. Let's have a look. Buildings. Roofs. Roofing. So I could put a roof on top of it. And then say that this building is finished. And build a new building. Or we could try and go up more levels. I kind of feel like almost that the clock tower needs moving up as well. Because it was a clock tower and then it kind of got... I mean, no, it did always have that second floor, didn't it? Okay, well, never mind. We've got plenty of money going. That's the main thing. Let's speed it up as well. We don't want to be here all day, do we? No. We do not. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't need a roof. It's not important for the gameplay. But it is important for kind of me wanting to make things look pretty. Which things are slowly starting to look better. Kind of thinking She-Lab's office might need a carpet. Oh, there's another cat. Daisy the cat. Welcome to our school. It used to be that you had like little bits and bobs of things you could put down for the cats, but it seems like I think that was a bit too much. I did my homework. I hope you did. Right, how are they doing? Fantastically well. Fairly well. Amazingly well. Perfect, perfect. Okay. They could not be more perfect. They're all 120% teaching efficiency. They are doing absolutely fab. And we are now fully, properly up to those class sizes of 16. If we get the... Oh, yeah, of course. We can get the admissions things open for the cable car dudes now. So, you want a car park. But you guys... Wow, they really want science. Wow, they're science prodigies. Okay. So, oh, I shouldn't have done that, sorry. So, I don't want to actually bring in, they can't speak. Wow. I'm so sorry that I clicked past that headmaster's speech there. Don't know if I can maybe speak to him again. But we can read about him anyway. So, Headmaster Takala is a deity who's lived for 2,500 years. His teacher died for standing up for his belief in education, and as a result he's become extremely rational and somewhat disillusioned with humans. Having lived for so long, he views individuals as mere specks of dust in his long existence. Takala can read minds in a split second and has a great interest in all subjects and loves to compete. Furthermore, he's always up for philosophical conversations. Okay. Well, that's great. So we've got a couple that we can bring in. Probably we'll start bringing those guys in next year. These guys can also come in. So they look theatre district. They look like they need a lot of art. Oh, they need art and sport. Eek. Eek. So they might be ones to bring in when we've got maybe a 4th classroom. And I can give them a lot of art and a little bit of sport. But it might take a bit of balancing. But I will do an admissions office for them. I don't have to take them. Okay, so meow. Hello, I'm Headmaster Popoki from Meow Academy. I may look like a doll. It's a pink cat. But I'm actually a legit headmaster. If you want to come to my school, you got to play by my rules. Otherwise, I can't be held responsible for any mishaps. Okay, wonderful. So we've got those guys. So art prodigies, and they're going to need lots and lots and lots of art tuition. But I'm not taking those on right now at all. The students of the theatre district are good kids. I'll work hard to recruit them to my school. I hope you're prepared. Okay. So these guys are going to need the car lot. And they want art and sport as well. But in different configurations. So I might be able to put those guys in with the other guys. And give them a 50-50 split on art and sport. And it might just work. We'll see. And then I'll maybe need to do some more teacher training and things as well. So those are my 3 across there. Do I have an admissions office for these guys? Yeah, I do. Okay, so we now know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 7 of the headmasters. So we still need to learn about another couple of them, which will be probably over here once we've researched School Reform 3. So we'll send them off on some missions and things as well then. Ah, we have our car parking lot. Wonderful. What are we going to do next? An assembly hall. Maybe some advanced teaching, corporate culture. I think we've done the School Reform 2 stuff in all of the... Oh no, health, science and student guidance. We will do those as well. I'm probably going to have like an admin and student guidance block somewhere. I'm very tempted to like start buying more land for the school as well. Extremely tempted to buy these 2 actually. Because I'm starting to get to a point where just everything is... There's so much money. Got loads of money now. Congratulations on acquiring a new plot of land. So we're going to have loads and loads of room for playgrounds and bike sheds. And so I could probably have things like the bike shed here. Could make it huge. And then move things like the table tennis court around to the back or something like that. There's a little bit of demolishing of all the rubbish around it. Yeah, there's such random stuff. Random stuff. Cones and things like that. Honestly, the random fences, they're never in the right place. They're never where I actually want them. So they can all go. But yeah, I'll probably put, like, I want to move the playground, I think. And put a parking lot and bike sheds, like, around this sort of area. And maybe even just leave that area to be, like, just a nice area. So I'm going to move the table tennis around here. Of course, there's an obstacle. And also the playground. And that will mean that the playground can be much, much bigger. It's going to have so much more space. I'll probably move some of the trees about and stuff so that I can... I want to kind of get it in line with the back of the school. And then put just a nice bit of paving or something in there. Oh, so what's going on here? It looks like my loss. It's only 1 defeat, though. I believe our school's strict discipline will attract more potential students in the future. They're getting all competitive with me now, aren't they? So yeah, I've got loads of room now to put the playground and things into. And I could probably put another school block in, which would be super helpful. I could even buy that on the other side. I have enough money. Now then, can you get to 45? No. So I'm going to just do a little bit of teaching proficiency with you, just for the sake of it, and then we'll stop training you. There was a point where I was losing so much money in training, but it has really paid off now. I feel like I want to move the bike shed as well, and I want to move it more over here. Whoop! Hang on. And then I can sort of put some more... I can make this into a big, like, area in front of the school with nice paving, and we could put benches, and we can do all sorts of cool stuff out there. And then everything else is around here. Maybe we could just have some grass there or something, or a fountain, or I don't know. Why are we on, like, high speed here? This is going to take a long time if we're on low speed all the time, but... Yeah, look at this. That's just so good. I feel like I really want to do landscaping, and I haven't so far. I've not allowed myself to. So I'm going to, and I'm going to not really care, to be honest. I want to put some of this in, I think. But I can't go... Oh, I can now! They've updated it! But there, I love you. They heard my pleas! That was driving me mad. It was driving me absolutely up the wall. I hated it. So I'm thinking if we go to maybe about here. Just have a lovely sort of landscaped area outside. Up to about there. That's going to look so much nicer. It's going to be expensive, but I don't care. Look at all the money they're giving me. I do need to, like, we haven't had much in the way yet of earthquakes, fires, that sort of thing. There's a possibility that there will be an earthquake at some point, and if there is, it would be really good to have some, what would the word be? It would be really good to have some earthquake protection in by that time. So things like earthquake drills. It might be that that will come in on when I get School Reform 3, possibly. So once I've worked this out, I can kind of then start looking at where I want to put things like fences and other things that look nice. It's not like all this landscaping I'm doing and all this money I'm spending on putting the hard course down is being outpaced by the students' tuitions. It's amazing. I love being at this stage of the game. It's actually really nice. So that'll do for now. But I may do something a little bit more inspired later. To be honest, it's probably good that I waited this long to make it a little bit better. No, you don't need any more training. We're good. I'm just going to take away some of the old scabby path. By putting some grass in. And we'll see in spring how that looks. I think a lot of the landscaping would be better off done in spring when I can see a bit better. I just want to take away all of that. I would love to be able to like upgrade the podium thing there, but I don't know if that's going to be something I can do. Kind of feel like that bench isn't really doing much there, is it? It might be nice to put them as some kind of seating area outside the school shop. Or possibly move the school shop into the other block. That's another thing I could do once I make the other block. How is it? I had it done 4 times speed and it changed it again. We're nearly through though. That's looking really nice. I do want to change, I think, the staircase there. I think I want to put a new one in. I don't know if I should pause it to do that. Probably should. I hate pausing it, but how about we put in just a little bit of that underneath so I know that that's been done. Oh, did I do the wrong one? I'm trying to work it out now. Should it have been that one? Yeah, I think it should have been. Most of you won't even know that that was different, but it was, wasn't it? Okay, so next thing I want to do is get a staircase and make one out of brick to put there. So like I say, I'm trying my hardest at the moment. Lovely brick staircase. That looks way smarter as well. Looks way more in keeping. But I'm trying really hard to just make sure that if there's an earthquake or something, that it's dealt with. But at the moment, I feel like I could do with kind of sorting out this side of the school. This back end of the school is all made of brick, so that'll be kind of okay. But that's probably the weakest structure at the moment. Hollow out. Oh, so I could make a courtyard like in the middle or something. So that's how I removed it. Could you remember last episode? I was really struggling. I didn't know how to get rid of this area. I needed to use the hollow out command. Whether I had it at that point or whether that came in with like one of the... Let's get rid of that. And in fact, let's get rid of that. I will put things in a bit of a better way soon. I don't know if I really... Oh! Here we are. Contraband. That gives me... I believe it gives me a little bit of community points. Oh, look. We've got some more points towards the school. Awesome. So maybe at the end of the week, we might be getting near to level 6. Don't know. We'll be probably putting more of this down. I might put some patches of grass and things in just to soften it up a bit, because it was all very like one thing at the moment. And then I'm probably going to put the car park in somewhere around here. So the car park and bike sheds will all be there. I might just move this tree somewhere like there. I just wanted to get rid of that scabby looking flooring, to be honest. Hey, it's exam time now. What will happen? Let's wait and see. I think they're all going to get full marks, but we'll see. They should have done. So, full marks, full marks, full, 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 full. Full, 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 full. Wonderful. 416. We are in 6th place. And we are knocking on 5th place. Because Knoxford Middle School only have 595. Meow Academy. Did we find Meow Academy? I think that's the one with the cat, with the pink cat, the headmaster. Oh yeah, look, we only don't know one school. The 3rd place school. Ah, interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, we did great. We did fantastic. Everyone passed. We got an A rank. We're rank 6. We got millions of money reward and contribution points and everything like that. So I will go and check and see whether we're getting towards a rank 6 school yet. But we even got some increase with the wealthy suburbs, even though I didn't really take students from those areas at all. Thank you so much for what you've done for us. We'll study hard to repay you. So the guys in Groundshire have really gone up. And the Versewood ones and the Finch Bay ones. So they've all gone up a lot. Wealthy suburbs we're not doing great with because we didn't take students from there at all. Or if we did, we took one. So of course they're not very happy with us. But Theatre Boulevard have gone up to 100 and Verdant Valley have gone up to 100 from 96. They keep like going slightly down, slightly up, slightly down, slightly up. So I feel like as we take more students from those areas, that will increase our community standings and that will increase the amount we can take, which means we can fill classes with people of different combinations of school subjects. Wonderful. Okay. The results show everyone's been putting in serious effort, especially you, Headmaster. Keep it going. So the last thing I want to do while it's paused, we're in the spring now, so you can see how that's starting to look. I may start putting more grass tiles in where there's like patchy bits, making it look a lot more pretty. I feel like an extra school building might be really useful. I might sort of move around the playground and the table tennis court again, possibly, so that we can fit that extra building in. And then there's a possibility that I might eventually, when we want to put some more campus buildings in, take this area as well, and that's going to cost us then still another 31,000, which we could easily do now. So the money is just flowing in. I can buy as much land as I want. I can put whatever classrooms wherever I want. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, we'll sort out any problems next time. We've got some post to read from the other ones, but I always like to end by seeing if I got much further towards. No, we got a little bit more towards. So once I've completed the assembly hall, we'll get a little bit more. The 3-star aspirations is going to be really important because we get quite a lot. We get 400 points for that, 200 points for the contribution points, and you get little cash bonuses as well, which really helps. But obviously going up to grade 6 is going to be a bit more of an undertaking, so we shall see. I'll just keep educating these students, building new buildings, building new rooms. So I definitely think that next time we've got all of this area that I want to build a new building on, and I want to then try and slowly start landscaping it, and hopefully that should look really, really nice. And like I say, the spring semester is a really good one for landscaping because you can actually see where the grass is and isn't and things like that. So I hope you all enjoyed the episode. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. I'll let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you all next time. But in the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.